The Senate healthcare showdown underway in Washington. At this hour, Republicans are far short of the votes they need to pass the bill before the July 4th recess. Vice President Pence is hosting a dinner tonight with undecided Republican senators trying to convince them to get on board. And that CBO report projecting 22 million more uninsured Americans over the next decade is not making the job any easier. Our congressional correspondent, Mary Bruce, is tracking all the latest on Capitol Hill for us. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Well, the closer Republicans get to their own deadline, the more votes they seem to be losing. Coverage for 22 million Americans is potentially on the line here, and this morning it is unclear if Republicans are going to pull this off. This morning, the Senate Republican health care bill is teetering on the edge. What's your message to your colleagues who still are not on board?
This is the art of the possible, the art of getting 50 votes.
Do you think you're going to get to yes?
I'm trying to get the yes.
But getting those yes votes seems to be getting harder. Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes. But this morning, 6 say they cannot support the bill. And at least 5 suggest they'll vote against even debating the bill.
I won't vote to proceed to it unless the bill changes.
The latest no vote, Senator Susan Collins of Maine, coming out against the bill after learning how many Americans could lose their coverage.
How you put all this together and get to 50 is going to be very tough, and the CBO score doesn't help any. If you had problems with the bill before, you probably got more problems now.
According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, the Senate bill could leave 22 million more Americans uninsured over the next decade, 15 million more uninsured next year alone. Put into practice, many young people could see their premiums fall, but a 64-year-old making roughly $57,000 a year could see their annual premium rise by nearly $14,000.
Obviously, it's not good news.
Some Republicans are likely to tout the drop in the deficit, down $321 billion by 2026. But others say the Budget Office is a poor predictor.
The CBO report is an accounting exercise. It's based on assumptions. It makes an assumption that I think is flawed.
But the Budget Office report card now has Democrats saying, "We told you so."
This CBO report should be the end of the road for Trump care. Republicans would be wise to read it like a giant stop sign.
Now, many Republicans I've talked with are asking, what's the rush? Why not wait a few more days or weeks to make some additional changes here? But, Robin, Republican leaders so far are showing no signs of changing course here.
So what's the sign? Still going to try to get the vote before the recess?
Yet Republican leaders insist they want to get a vote done this week. But, Robin, if they can't change some minds here and fast, they may not even have enough votes to bring this to the floor. And if they don't, if they're not able to get this done this week, well, President Trump has suggested that perhaps it's time to just let Obamacare crash and burn.
Stay tuned. All right, Mary.